breaths in and out. And the first thing that I'd like you to do is to place your hands on your belly and just allow your hands to rise and fall as you're breathing in and out. As you're breathing in, your belly becomes round and full, and your hands will rise. And as you're breathing out, your hands will fall and your tummy will hug the spine, pushing all the air out of your lungs that you can. Pause and breathe in again. Now, I would like you to begin to lengthen your breath by holding your breath at the top of every inhale and at the bottom of every exhale for only about 1 second. So as you're breathing in very slowly with control, allowing your belly to become very round and full, you'll hold your breath as you breathe in at the top, just for a moment, and relaxing, breathing out. And as you're letting all the air go out of your lungs, pause for a moment and then begin to breathe in, allowing your belly to become round and full again. Notice that there is a relaxing sensation already beginning to happen within your body by doing this very simple breathing technique. A breathing technique that you can do almost anywhere, almost any time, for about 1 minute, and you can find some peace. I'd like you to begin to feel how heavy your body feels as you're lying against your bed. With every breath in and out, you begin to feel gravity doing its job and pulling your body down, 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 sinking deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation in your comfy Betty Bye. I'm going to count you down now from 10 to 1. And when I get to number 1, you'll be 100 times more relaxed than you are right now. 10. Allow gravity to do its job. Feeling your body sink deeper and deeper into the cushions of your soft Betty Bye. Feeling very safe and comfortable. Beginning to relax the shoulders away from the earlobes, allowing the arm muscles to relax. 9. All noises outside of my voice will only help you to become more relaxed. 8. We'd like to thank the critical mind for all that it does. Thank you. Thank you for all of the analyzing and thinking and deciding. But at this time, we ask that the critical mind take a break and allow the subconscious mind to come to the forefront, where you may more freely play in your inner world without any preconceived notions or judgments. Your subconscious mind will store this experience for you to access at any time, and you will remember every detail of this experience, even if you drift off to dreamland. 7. sinking deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation, beginning to feel a little bit of a floating sensation, allowing your Betty Bye to provide support to you, and allowing this support to also be recognized as full support for you: physical, mental, emotional, financial, everything that you desire. And just allowing yourself to begin to drift and dream at the same time as feeling the heaviness of your body, and accepting the support of the universe that your bed represents, rising up to meet you as you lie down, cool out, and relax. Just feeling as if you're being held in the hand of God at this moment. Very loving, wanting the best for you, desiring to help you. Six, you are 100% protected by the white light of Creator. And counting quickly from 5 to 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are very, very relaxed. 100 times more relaxed than when we began this guided imagery meditation. Just allow yourself to feel the bliss of relaxation for a moment. Enjoy the feeling of drifting and dreaming, and all that's required of you is to follow along with the sound of my voice as you absorb healing energies and as you gather information about yourself from your very own spirit guides and from your very own inner world. Information and experiences that you will remember, that will be stored in your subconscious mind, and that you can use in your daily life to help you and protect you. So as you're drifting away and feeling the heaviness at the same time as feeling an upward pull, you might find yourself beginning to float ever so gently off into a dream in which I will guide you down, down, down into a beautiful meadow. Your feet are at the very edge of a beautiful springtime, early summer meadow, full of life. It is a beautiful day. It's your favorite temperature. The sky is a beautiful blue, and everything that is buzzing around you looks so beautiful with the contrast of this beautiful blue sky and bright, bright sun. As you look down at your feet, you notice that you're standing on a very soft, silky sand pathway, and that you are indeed barefoot, perfectly safe. Everything that you'll be stepping on will make you feel better and better. So standing on this silk sand, you begin to wiggle your toes into it. You might move around a little bit while you're listening. And you begin to walk on this pathway. You can see in the distance that there is a very dark pine forest across the meadow at the end of this pathway. But for now, you're just going to enjoy the walk and the feeling of your feet connecting to Mother Earth and beginning to feel some energy being pulled up through the soles of your feet and into you like a thirsty plant. Allow your feet to begin to absorb healing energies during this guided imagery meditation. And all around you in the meadow, the grass and the wildflowers are, some of them even above your head or maybe shoulder length. And you reach out your hands on either side to just touch the tops of the grass or the flowers. Notice any of the butterflies or animals that you see as you're walking. And as you're breathing in this sweet air, you begin to feel as if you have no cares at all in the world. And you begin to feel a sense of weightlessness and happiness. And you even begin to skip. I'm going to be silent for a little moment while you skip and dance and dream all the way across this meadow on the path of soft, silky sand, while you begin to feel more and more joyful and more relaxed. And you've danced through the meadow using the pathway. You find now that your toes have met another edge all the way across the meadow where you had seen the dark pine forest. You're now all the way there. And you got there so effortlessly. And more of your attention is now beginning to turn to your inner world, allowing your subconscious mind and your regular thinking mind to work together to build a relationship of trust, of trusting yourself and your instincts. You find your feet now, as you look down, that they are touching 5 white marble steps that are also very cool on your feet to the touch and also have a very silky, soft sensation. And the dark pine forest is very dark because it's dense. And the trees are almost a very dark black color of their bark with a very dark green color to their pine needles, and so densely packed that it creates a dappled effect of the sunlight coming through the trees. This is all very beautiful and inviting. So you decide to take the next 5 steps down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now you are in the pine forest. And you can turn around and look back and see the meadow and admire the beauty of what you see. And to give thanks for your precious body that got you here. And to appreciate what Mother Earth has in store for you. So standing at the base of these 5 white marble steps, you can see to your right hand side that there is some water coming out of a rock, a spring. And it is rumored that this spring is filled with healing waters. And so, of course, you want to partake of this before you continue your very curious journey. And so you go over to the spring, and just with your hands, you catch some of the living water in your hands and just drink it. Maybe you take a little bit and splash it on your face. But this very living, healing water is very refreshing to you in every way. And in fact, it refreshes your body, your mind, and your spirit. And you know this to be true because you can feel that this water has created a cool pillar of healing energy that's going from the top of your head to the bottom of your root chakra and all the way down to your feet and your hands, just beginning to emanate, beginning to spread through your body, healing you as it goes. So you feel this wonderful, cool silver energy healing you, understanding you, loving you. And this might feel a bit overwhelming in a joyful way, because without any trouble at all, you were just able to heal some of the upsetments that you may be having in your body, in your mind, or in your spirit, just by participating in drinking some of this living, healing water. You notice that this spring moves along and becomes a little stream, and that the path that you're on is having you walk directly with the water. So as you're walking on the path, the forest is up on your left-hand side, the mountain, and on your right-hand side, coming from the bubbling spring, is a little stream. And as you walk along on this path, the stream on your right-hand side becomes a creek. And as you walk a little further, it becomes a bigger river. I want you to pay special attention to the smell of the pine needles being crushed under your feet that are warmed by the sun. Breathe this scent in very deeply and allow this to relax you even more. And as you're walking, although you feel no sense of hurrying, you feel just somewhat excited because you can hear in the distance the sound of a waterfall. And waterfalls are very intriguing. So you keep following this path along the river until finally you come to an observation deck where you are finding yourself at the top of a waterfall that plummets down about 100 feet into an azure pool of iridescent rainbows and iridescent beings of love and light that may be there to play. This healing water has come from that spring at the beginning of your guided imagery meditation. So all of this water is very healing and magical. And I'd like you to observe for a moment what you see at the top of this waterfall from the observation deck. One thing that you can see besides the pool of water that the waterfall plunges into is you can see a house, a cottage. Whatever you see is fine, but it is yours. You can see that down in the valley. And the observation deck has steps to take you down to the bottom of the waterfall. And so you run down the first 5 until you're in the middle of the waterfall and another observation deck. And this time you can see how far you've come and you can see where you're heading, and it's equal distance. And this is very, very exciting. You can just feel that something exciting is going to happen and that it's going to be very, very good for you in every way imaginable. And now there's 5 more steps to go down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now in the valley at the base of the waterfall where the azure pool is surrounded by playful spiritual animals, maybe some animals from mythology. Just take your time for a moment and look around. And God blesses me, and God blesses you. A little hay fever from the field, I suspect. Now that you have explored the pool, you turn your attention now to the cottage or the little house that you saw from above. And I just want you to first look at the door. And I want you to really pay attention to the details of this door. And when you're ready, you go ahead and open that door. And right there, in front of your very eyes, in this little house, this little cottage, or whatever it may be to you, right there is your very own spirit guide. Or guides, maybe they're having a party for you. Your spirit guide pulls you close and hugs you and lets you know how happy they are to see you and how happy they are that you've chosen this way to communicate with them, because it really, really will help you and help them to be able to get messages directly to you in this way. So as your spirit guide is pulling you close and telling you how wonderful you are and how happy they are to see you, they also have a very special message that is meant only for you to hear at this time. I'm going to be silent while your spirit guide gives you this message and continues a little conversation with you. Your spirit guide takes you by the hand and now leads you to show you some things as well. So you're going on a little astral journey with your spirit guide so that they can communicate with you directly and show you some things that you might need some perspective on and some help with. So enjoy your time with your spirit guide. I'm going to be silent for about 3 minutes while you enjoy this time and this space. And now, although you're happy where you are, you know you can't stay here forever. And you have gained so much new knowledge and information, and you've taken such a nice break and received such a nice healing that you're excited to bring back all of that into your waking earth life in order to help you achieve your goals and to be happy at this time. So your spirit guide points out that the sun is getting a little bit low in the sky and that evening is going to be upon us, twilight, and that you can return here whenever you want. They may even decide to come back with you for a bit. Whatever you choose to do is fine. I am going to guide you out of this dream so that you can continue on your own to drift and dream until it's the proper time for you to wake up. So you hug your spirit guide again, and this is such a loving embrace, a feeling of unconditional love and sweetness. And you now say something to your spirit guide. And now saying your goodbyes, or whatever you choose to do at this moment, you do need to get back to your physical body, but bringing back all of this great knowledge and healing and just an exuberance for life again, if nothing else. So you begin to make your way up the steps that take you to the observation deck that's halfway up the waterfall. And these are 5 big steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big steps up to the midway point in this very beautiful waterfall. Something that looks like it should be in Puerto Rico or South America. Just beautiful, pristine, clean water going down into that azure pool surrounded by the mythological and magical creatures that you've come to meet and have gained the help of. And so now you're going to go to the top of the waterfall, 5 more big steps up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to the top. And now you can see just how very far you've come from your spirit guide and your home, and how very far you've come from the bottom of the waterfall to the top. And there's something inside of you that feels very proud of this, and that you feel very comfortable with being proud of this. And it only builds on your confidence as you just feel that you are now more equipped to handle situations that maybe used to baffle you. And now turning around to face the trail on the pine forest that heads back to the meadow, you can see that it has become a little bit darker. And some of the nocturnal animals have become more ready to come out to play. You may see an owl or a bat. Whatever you see is fine along this trail. And as you're walking, now the mountain is on your right-hand side and the river is on your left-hand side as you're walking back. And feeling very exuberant and happy, breathing in the fresh nighttime air and knowing that you are so very safe and protected, you begin to run and jump and play. And as you're running and jumping and playing on this trail, the river turns into a creek. And then the creek turns into a little stream. And then the little stream becomes a bubbling spring coming out from a rock that goes deep into Mother Earth. And your toes have now hit the silky, smooth, white marble steps that take you out of this forest and into the meadow. So you go up these steps, just feeling how smooth they are, how cool against your feet they feel. 1 step, 2 step, 3, 4, 5, and now your feet are now in the soft, silky sand of the meadow pathway. And out here, it too has become more like evening. There are even some stars beginning to show themselves. And it is just the perfect weather for you. And so crossing the meadow, feeling and bringing back all of the healing and love energies, and especially bringing back the knowledge that you can communicate with your spirit guides and that they can communicate with you at any point in time, and that you've established a way now to get guidance. You're feeling very happy and excited to try all of it out. So running across the meadow until you reach the other side of it and your toes hit the gravel of what appears to be a parking lot. You begin to spin and twirl until you feel your consciousness rise up, 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 up out of this meadow, drifting and dreaming, pulling you back, back, back to your body, returning ever so gently to your body, relaxing fully and completely, and allowing yourself to rest, rejuvenate, regenerate, and allow peace, invite peace, and return to your body now. You may at this time decide that you're going to stay asleep and drift off to dreamland. And I wish you sweet dreams. I am going to count you out of your meditative state so that you may drift and dream as you see fit, guided again by your subconscious mind and by the knowledge and information that you gained on this journey. So slipping back down into your body, beginning to wiggle maybe a finger or a toe, or just roll over, or a nice deep sigh. 1, you can feel your body now. 2, you can recognize and place noises that are outside of my voice at this time again. 3, at this time we ask that the critical mind and the subconscious mind return to their proper positions for each individual. 4, 100% protected by Creator, by the white light. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sweet dreams. Enjoy. And let me know how it went.